Strange happenings are afoot in Funkeys Town. Overnight, a mysterious dirigible has docked at the Funkeys Town waterfront. It looks familiar, but no one has seen one of those, anything like it in eons. Can you investigate? I have, other business to attend.
Welcome to the Hidden Realm. I guess it's not so hidden anymore now, huh? I hope the ride wasn't too rough, because I promise you, it's going to get a lot rougher once you enter these walls. My name is Kane, the greatest Oni warrior of all time. I'm in charge here. Well, until the king gets back, that is. Within these walls is the fortress home of the fiercest Funkeys you'll ever find. The Oni. And I don't say that just because I'm the biggest, baddest Oni there is. I say it because it's the truth. Care to test it? This fortress has been isolated from the rest of Funky society since the Great Funky Wars. Some say these lands were forgotten. I think the rest of Terrapinia was just scared. We haven't had any visitors for so long. I just figured we're the only Funkeys left. Lately, though, that dirigible there has been dropping off strange-looking Funkeys. Like yourself. That's fine by me. But don't think you're going to change things around here. I'm in charge. Until the king gets back, that is. So don't mess with me or I'll bring the pain. Been itching for a new fight anyway. I'm the reigning champ of the Oni Dojo, and I manage a select team of Oni fighters that has never lost. Of course, we've only fought ourselves, but undefeated is undefeated. The dojo is open to challengers who think they can take me down, but don't even bother if you aren't a warrior. You won't even get in the door. Like I said, I'm not sure why that airship started bringing Funkeys here. We were fine without any outsiders messing things up. King Sid must be up to something, though. Maybe you can figure it out. Watch it, though. I'm keeping my eye on you. The gates are closed. Me and my boys have tried hitting them, bashing them, whacking them, and even hitting them some more. But we just can't seem to get them open. Sometime back, King Sid climbed a mountain, saying he was determined to take a look around. Says he needed to see what lay beyond the borders of the Hidden Realm. Don't know why, though. I figured we only haven't needed anything or anybody outside these gates for so long. What does it matter what's beyond? None of our concern. King Sid, though, he came back a changed Funky. He immediately set up these gates. I'm not a fan of the gates. The design is all off. The colors don't work together. No warm, cool balance, and there's a tangent or two. But that's a battle for another time. He called this the path of enlightenment and kept mumbling something about teamwork and cooperation. Then he said that I was in charge, closed the gates, and we haven't seen him since. Doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, I have it all figured out and could tell you. But Sid says to reach enlightenment, you need to figure it out on your own.
I said, whom is it that has traveled the enlightened path? Well, is enlightenment all that you expected it to be? Maybe you just don't see what it is that you have been shown. Sit. Let me tell you the tale of my people, the Oni. Long ago, in the dark times of the Great Funky Wars, it seemed that all was lost. This place, the Perilous Verge, home of the Oni, was besieged on all sides. It seemed as if we were doomed to fall to the marauding horde of the evil King Khan. As a final effort, I had all of the paths leading to the verge destroyed, isolating my people in this fortress high atop the tallest mountain. I instructed Cain to release the Gaussian blur, a powerful magic that blurs and obscures to further shield us. I cut off all contact with the other funky tribes, believing that if my tribe was to survive the horde, we would do this alone. As I would come to find, without the help of the Oni, the remaining funky tribes finally united under the great King Funkankamun. Together, they were able to drive back the armies of Khan, bringing an end to the Funkazoic era, and began the great golden age of Funkeys. With the perilous verge shrouded in the Gaussian blur, and no contact from the Oni, King Funkankamun believed the Oni had been lost to the advancing hordes. The perilous verge had become a hidden realm, isolated within our walls and hidden from the outside world. News of the war's end never reached the Oni. Believing that war still raged right outside our gates, we determined to remain vigilant and prepared. We built the great Oni Dojo so that all of our warriors could perfect their combat skills in preparation for a great battle we knew would someday come. But constant fighting can get a bit tiresome. And as the years passed with no news from the outside world, I wondered if there was something more to this funky existence. So I climbed to the highest point of the Forbidden Realm, sat under this Bodhi tree, built this telescope, and took a look around. What I saw amazed me, and in an instant I was a changed Funky. I saw the different tribes of Funkies now living in harmony. I saw the wondrous things that they had built together, and I realized that isolation was not the answer. All the prosperity, all the fighting, all the wealth did not matter if you didn't share it with others. We spent so much time keeping the armies of our enemies out, we lost sight of how to welcome our friends in. I was determined to share this realization with other Funkies. But of course, you can't become if you only say what you would have done. Enlightenment cannot simply be given, it must be earned. To achieve this, I created the gates and sent my airship to Funky's Town in order to connect with the remaining tribes of Funkies. I hoped that those Funkies who could devise how to open these gates would truly travel the path to enlightenment. So now that you've heard my tale, have you realized the enlightenment it is that you have achieved? Yes, you see it now, don't you? While each Funky is different, we are all Funkies, and only by working together can we ever hope to achieve anything truly great. Deep, huh? Now if I could just figure out what those confounding mysterious buttons do.
Well, well, tough guy. Looks like someone's been practicing. When you first arrived, I didn't think you would last. I mean, who knew there was power in those skinny little arms? I hate to admit it, but you've beaten me. Repeatedly. I may be the toughest Oni, but you're certainly the toughest Funky I've ever met. Here, King Sid gave this to me when he left. Said it was a gem, a powerful artifact, or some mumbo-jumbo like that. Never found a use for it myself, so I've been keeping it under my helmet. But it's starting to make my head itch. Maybe you can do something with it.